in chat. In the bottom left side of Lilac Crest, we've got our red Terran player, Spenny's alive.
In the top right, as the teal Zerg, it is Soulkey.
What team?
I don't know. What is the difficult question?
It's disappeared from the overlay.
I know.
There's no way to tell anymore.
CM, I think. Am I close?
TSM, TSM, TSM. I'm never gonna forget that.
What is their logo? Why is it?
It's the T is like the circle around it.
It doesn't make any. No one would guess that.
I did.
Because you know it's TCM. You see that logo, and I could be like, you know what? Circle thing is CM.
Hush, Zombie Grub. Actually, no, but seriously, I think we've had a lot of fun times in StarCraft. We've been to a couple of events. We had our own. I still think my favorite moment, though, was being in the crowd, sarcastically chanting during IEM with like 20 other people, making fun of the host for saying TSM instead of TCM.
IEM
Not
Toronto
once, but twice.
Was one of the best events we went to in 2014.
Oh, for sure. And I don't even give a fuck that it was Flash or not. The venue wasn't even that great, but like the experience was. That was really cool. I had a great time there.
Yeah, it was good times. All right, so pretty typical openers here.
Was that our first time in Toronto too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good times.
That's my first time in Canada.
Nice. That's right. You had those gross ass chips you spilled all over your Red Bull.
They're not gross, and they should have won. I'm so angry. The only time I want to go to Canada is when they have cinnamon bun potato chips, but they didn't win, so they're never gonna be made again.
They're there. Just get some normal potato chips and like dump a whole thing of cinnamon in there. Oh, I forgot to tell you, we gotta show this off like afterwards. I don't want to talk about it. So we made a vlog about our Toronto experience, right? And I promise, guys, we'll get back to the game talk in a sec. We made a vlog about our Toronto experience, and we commented specifically on how there's no spices or anything here, and the frying pan was not so hot, right? We expected nothing from this. The owners contacted Zombie Grub, and we kind of thought I was worried we were going to get in trouble for complaining about the place we're staying at. But no, yesterday while Zombie Grub's taking a nap, the mom and the dad of the guy who owns the place show up to drop off a frying pan, a non-stick frying pan, brand new, and a spice rack for us. It was the coolest thing ever.
It was rather nice.
Like, if I could give this place like a 1,000,000-star review, I would, just on that one thing alone. Also, I was surprised that they saw our vlog. That shocked me.
Yeah, I really did. I mean, I told them about like what we do just to give a little bit of credibility, because we were like, you know, I was first-time user to Airbnb, but I didn't expect them to actually like.
That was really cool. Anyways, Reaper did not scout much before dying, unfortunately. So for Alive's sake, he's going to be a little bit worried. I mean, once again, the problem with playing against somebody like Soulkey is, well, he's not someone who's always going to be as aggressive as, say, someone like Bly. You know that he's capable of it. And not scouting a Roach Warren or seeing gas timings or knowing the timing of a third base can really throw Alive for a loop.
Well, Soulkey's starting to change it up a little bit.
It's Lilac. I mean, we're probably going to see a Night Storm if I had to guess blindly.
Potentially. Last game, he changed up the tiniest bit, is going a little bit faster than Mutas, but obviously didn't matter because Hellbat timing ruined his day. Going for these Roaches, the same type of Hellbat attack would not ruin his day. He would probably have Roaches by then, even if they were only like, you know, 6 or 7 or something like that. But more so, this is not defensive. This is going to be for a mid-game push. We still do see some defensive Roach Warrens into middle lane bling, but not as popular. It's just simply going for Roaches because they're good units with German Ravagers.
Roach Ravager is a deadly composition that I feel like all Terran players are struggling with in some degree. I mean, for goodness sake, Bjorn took his first loss in like 50-something games to Nurtio going Roach Ravager.
Yeah.
Well, Roach Ravager Infestor, but still, it's scary and brutal. But the Roaches for now will be alright. We're not going to have Ravagers immediately. We will need at least 3 out of Soulkey to stop the Liberators.
A tank drop push is not something we see too often, as, you know, tank drops in general have not been as popular as they were when they first came out in the beginning of Legacy of the Void. But also just, you know, there's so many other options that seem a lot better, such as Liberator Harass, Hellbat pushes, 2-base bio builds, like all that can be really good. This tank drop was accompanied by Marines, but then just the Marines go back home, so it goes back home too, I guess, after it saw the roaches.
Wusses.
Yeah.
You bunch of babies.
Such a baby. This is Lilac Crest,
Oh, no!
so his attempt to get a wall off doesn't really matter.
At the same time, Soulkey says, "You know what? I'll play your games." Liberator does go down.
Break
however.
your wall.
I'll pretend like there's not some bullshit second opening. Just kidding, psych.
Alright, well, it gave Alive a little bit of time to try and get more bunkers, but his best defense is, of course, keeping that tank alive and targeting down those Ravagers. This is already starting to deal a lot of damage.
If there weren't Lings here, the tank, I think, would hold this pretty easily, actually. The fact that Lings soak those hits and provide a little bit of extra threats. I mean, Soulkey's on top of this, too. He's trying to follow the tank up to the high ground. A little bit deadly, a little bit dangerous to do. Still forces it out. Lings, of course, can take care of the mineral line, so the Ravagers can truly just focus on trying to get up. I mean, the problem is Ravagers don't have a lot of health, but the tank also doesn't deal bonus damage to them either. So, kind of just a very neutral way of attacking.
Oh, he does get through the reactor.
Oh, no.
In time.
Liberator actually will defend this. I think he's one shot too shy. Yep, needs to wait for the cooldown. Takes the tank out, though. One more shot, and that Liberator is going to take it out of the sky, and now Alive's out of chances. His stim is going to get focused down. Oh, that's game. GG. Ladies and gentlemen, Soulkey takes the 2-1 and advances in the brackets. Now, I believe we did